run the game and shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, knock grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And today I'm back. It's Monday, had a long weekend. If anybody got a chance to watch our ILP this weekend, Cog and I was on our 1-2 step. Attic was taking some well-rested time off for some personal stuff that he had to do. Sovereign came in running in a little bit late because they running him crazy at work. But Cog and I was doing our thing. Well, if this is your first time finding Xbox Frontline News, this is your boy, the King, and I'm going to give you, and I'm going to offer my hand to you to subscribe. Also become a member. Members are the lifeblood of the channel. You can subscribe for as low as, I believe, like $3, something like that. Become an S member, V member, or the elusive X member. And that helps, keep the channel going. Be honest with you. We have so much stuff coming up that it's wild crazy. But a lot of these topics that I'm going to be talking about today has a lot to do with these poor begging ponies, has a lot to do with ex-bosses wanting to call a truce when we're about to trounce them. And I don't understand why that's a thing. Well, I'm going to get into a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about, a couple of games and stuff like that. Then we can get into the crux of the stuff. Then we can get into what we're playing, because I'm pretty much believe that 90% of my audience is playing the same thing that I'm playing right now. One of the games I'm mostly anticipating is Flintlock. I'm not even going to hold you. The Siege of the Dawn is now available for preload on the Xbox Game Pass. Yo, we're a few weeks away from Flintlock. I'm super excited. I can't even hold you. The Xbox Game Pass title is now available for full preload. Oh, man. What is 16.5 gigs? Have that space available. I'm really looking forward to this. July 18th. Man, oh, man. This was one of the titles that I felt really good about. Flintlock. Who doesn't want to play Flintlock? Of course I wanted to play Flintlock. I've been waiting for Flintlock for a minute. I've saw it. It looks enticing. It looks like something that I want to play. I want to get into the world of it. And the fact that it's launching inside Game Pass day and date, that stuff allows me to partake in the way that I want to partake. Now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's launching other places, and I don't really care, because my ecosystem, my platform is Xbox. And I don't care what them poor begging ponies do at all, because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep the boot on Kongs and this whole generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. We're going to run it up on them bumps. This is the time when we can continuously put the boot on their neck and won't stop the fight. Why? Because we're so close to winning. We won't give up now. And they think we will, but we won't. Let's get into some Game Pass news. For some reason, people wanted me to do a video talking about games that's leaving Game Pass, and I don't really dwell on those things. But for you guys, 5 games leaving Game Pass this Sunday. FIFA, whatever you want to call it, is leaving. Fist, Stranded Deep, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, and Sword and Fairy Together Forever. Now, before they leave, you get a 20% discount being a Game Pass subscriber. Go get that. If any of these games leaving bothers you, go get that. And don't bitch and moan about it later. Come on, man. What are we doing? Now, those games leaving Game Pass, that's a little bit, it sucks so bad. Actually, Fist was one of the first games that I got a chance to play on my ROG. And it's a pretty cool game. I remember when I first saw it. I think it was like at a PC show. It looked pretty cool. A rabbit in a mech suit and with a bionic arm or whatever, and I was cool with it. I got disenchanted with the aspects of it. It was kind of slow. So, and the other games that's on the list, they don't interest me. So I probably won't be missing that stuff, especially when games like Callisto Protocol comes out and still a deep is there. It's so many different games that launches inside Game Pass that me personally, if a game I really care about launches inside Game Pass, I play it. If I didn't beat it, I will probably just purchase the game so I can get back to it at a later time because you get that 20% discount. So listen, hey man, Xbox Game Pass, man, what else would you do other than play some Game Pass, man? Summertime Blues got you down. Lots of games are reduced by 90% on Xbox this weekend, June 18th to the 25th. Now I'm gonna tell you, if y'all trying to save some money, get into some games that you probably missed, all right, here's some of the stuff that's on sale. As usual, there are a lot of games in 90% or even 95% range at the moment, including some big titles as Mortal Kombat 11, Injustice 2, Lego DC Superhero Villains, and multiple Sherlock Holmes adventures. You'll find all the 90% discounts this week's on Xbox deals in the tables down below. They've also picked out just a handful of two of the best offers from 80 to 85% range with plenty of bargains. All right, so here's the games that have been reduced. Let me come down. And now I know Contra Roll Corps is dope. Injustice 2, I've always had that. I'm a fighting fanatic. Lego DC, maybe that might tickle your fancy. Mortal Kombat 11, pretty cool. Let's keep going down. Ride 3, Sherlock, XCOM. XCOM is good. So you got a lot of titles here that you're able to just, pick up and see what's popping for you. All right, and here's a couple of the games reduced by 85%. Assassin's Creed Origins, that's pretty cool. Shenmue 1 and 2, Watchdog Legions, I'm cool with that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Deluxe, Contra Anniversary, Tom Clancy's Recon Breakpoint Ultimate, that's pretty cool. And that's about it. But you guys got a good understanding of what you can get for a good price. That's a lot of games at 90% off. So the savings that you are afforded right now inside Game Pass and on the Xbox platform is really cool. Listen, I'm not above saving $1. And a lot of people try to act like they got it like that. Listen, in these economic times where there's a lot of uncertainty, but the only certainty that you do have is your hunger for video games, you are able to save up to 90% on games. So getting games for as little as $2 to $3, that's cool. And I know people are going to say, well, the PC does it all the time, King. You're late to the party, King. Hey, man, well, this is my platform of choice, Xbox. Like, yo, don't you buck up on me, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. I rock over here. I don't really know what's going on down the street. And when I do partake over there on my Steam Deck and stuff like that, I'm really doing emulation and stuff. So what? Sue me. So when a lot of dudes are screaming, oh, Marvel versus Capcom, I already got that on emulation on my Steam Deck. And I put my my Steam Deck and my ROG and stuff on big screen mode on the television. So I don't really care about those things. But saving money is the best thing. And anybody telling you that saving money is whack, you're bugging. Nah. Saving money is cool. So if you can save money and also have fun in your hobby, do so. Partake in so. Look for ways to save money. That's how we did it when we was growing up. we didn't have a lot of resources. So saving money was a thing, and getting our money to last longer is a great thing. But let's get into the Sean Layden interview. So let me see here. Ex-PlayStation boss thinks we should have one standard console in the future. Boy, it's funny. Now, all of a sudden, after all the stuff that it's been done to Xbox to hold Xbox back on the precipice of dominating, destroying, and obliterating the PlayStation brand, you have people coming out asking for kumbaya. His proposal, one standard home console technology. Layden believes that's the differences between both platforms are negligible, which was not the case in the past. Companies need to get the PlayStation versus Xbox platform war out of the way, says Sean. That is contrary to what you've been doing in the past. Speaking live at IGN 2024, Layden said Sony and Microsoft used to manufacture their consoles with very different architectures. And this is true, making the differences between them noticeable. However, that's no longer the case. Both companies producing very similar hardware using the same type of technology manufacturers like AMD. Later said that things like ray tracing differentials aren't very noticeable. And this is true, especially since most players don't even have high-end displays. Like, I'm honestly going to say that he's talking to the consumer he knows the most, the TCL, the PlayStation guy. Yeah, we understand he knows they don't have high display units. That's almost at the plateau where all things being equal, they're pretty much the same. Layden remarked, we'll be in a better world if we can get down to one standard home console technology that we could come together and get this platform war thing out of the way. You always know when the bully decides to call a fight off is because he's starting to get his ass whooped. Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, huh? When PlayStation and Xbox was at the height of their console war, Sean was there. Sean Layden, Jack Tretton, that team, they were at the forefront of stomping a hole in the Xbox, backside. And I ain't gonna lie, I was there and I witnessed all of this crap, and now it's good. It's good. Sean is no longer there. Phil is in his spot where Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, is handling his business, and these dudes, they want to call a truce. Jim, he left. Reggie is no longer there. Reggie Fils-Aimé is no longer there. Jim Ryan is no longer there. Sean is gone, and Phil is really the last man standing from the old war. And now, when he's about to claim his pelt, you have Sean Layden coming out in this interview that wants to talk about there should be one console to rule it all. And in theory, the thought process is, well, let it be the PlayStation because that's the better brand and everybody knows this brand. And this brand, as far as viability selling in the marketplace, will be cool. And Xbox has all the games. So what Sony can do is add their games to it. I understand the thought process, bro. You ain't going to trick me. It's not a dummy bag. You're not going to fall for. Let the PlayStation become an app. And then after they become an app, then let's have one console to rule it all. And we'll let you manufacture it. Since you want to manufacture games, you can manufacture the next Xbox. And since you like making tool sets, you can make the next tool set. But it will be an Xbox console with the Xbox name, with the Microsoft name on it. Microsoft Xbox console, manufactured by Sony. Y'all can put your games there. And we appreciate that. Because we're going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. We're going to run it up on them bumps. The score is going to be at a point where it's going to be disgusting. People are going to leave the arena. And the only people that's going to stay is the diehard Xbox fan, like myself. But yo, this week, I've been playing something that is both frustrating, loving. It is something wild. Let's get into this trailer, because I don't think I've ever, played this trailer here at all. And I think that is something that, we need to see.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song.
Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear.
The mere sight of your blade sets my heart aflutter. All the more I yearn to crush it in my grasp.
The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again.
Such as it is, this battle could not be more fitting. For the birth of a new god, and the coming of a lord. Promise me you'll be my consort.
Elden Ring Shadow of the Elder Tree. That, people don't really understand. It took me away from Fortnite. It took me away from everything. It took me away from Destiny. It took me away from every game that I was playing. I'm not a Souls-like dude. And I hopped back in, trying to do the DLC. And I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff that I forgot that I didn't do that I was supposed to do. There's a lot of graces that I didn't unlock. And I'm going through the world. It threw me back into a world where I lost myself. And the game is such a love letter to video games. It's brutally hard, and I see a lot of people complaining about the brutality and the difficulty in the game. Yo, I just lost like $2 million right now in the game because I did something stupid. And then I died forgetting because I was using the thumbprint shield, and when you use the special on the thumbprint shield, it's like a Russian attack, and just took me off the edge. I died in a room fighting a nondescript dude. Was supposed to go back and retrieve my essence that has my money. Then I came back, died off of some BS, fell off the roof. My money is gone. I said, "Oh, that part made me stop for a second." The game, in its difficulty lies its beauty. And it's really get down and lay down is unapologetic to anybody's feelings. So a lot of times when, people say, "Oh, the game is too hard," maybe the game isn't for you. And I didn't think that the game would be for me. You can see Lord Cognito. Mm-mm. He won't partake. He doesn't care. That's not something for him. It is for me. And I'm not gonna say that I'm like the greatest Souls player because I'm not. And sometimes I need help and Lord Addict comes through. But at the same time, I love the adventure of it. I love the thrill of it. I love the escapism of it. I love the feeling that any enemy shouldn't be taken for granted. Because that's how it is in a boxing ring, right? No enemy should be taken for granted. And to see streamers like Kai Cenat and everybody playing Elden Ring, it's at the point right now that news has slowed down on video games when we should have a ton of news, but everybody's playing Elden Ring. Should it win a game of the year? Should a game that won game of the year win game of the year for the DLC? And can DLC win game of the year? I think this is one of the unique thought provoking conversations that we can have. And I want you guys to leave a message. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Like, should we? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna start a new channel. I'm gonna start a streaming channel. Then I'm gonna start streaming games, so y'all can see it. But on that channel, it's gonna be reactions, gonna be streaming, it's gonna be different things. So that way, it's not with this channel because I'm talking with Addict and trying to come up with a way to make things unique, different, and exciting. And that's going to be a unique, different, and exciting way to make that stuff happen. But let's get into the next topic. I see a lot of people running around with me making speculation on whose Xbox is going to buy next, right? And I already told you, it was really about who I wanted. I didn't have any concrete information on that thing, like who they was going to buy and stuff like that. And Brom, I don't want you to think that I was going at you. No, I was just like, dudes like to take stuff and pick and choose when they want to use my quotes on things. Like the Sarah Bond thing when I was talking about Black Myth Wukong. That affected me because I like the game. I want to play the game. And the game is coming out on a competing platform where I don't spend my dollars at. I do when it's necessary when they put out stuff. Not for when it's a game that I want to play on my platform. So now dudes want to have a speculation war where, King said that, they're going after Konami, they're going after this, they're going after Capcom, they're going after this. Listen, I want them to go get Square. I want Xbox to purchase Square, and I want them to do a partnership with Sega. But they already have a partnership with Sega, but Sega has a ton of untold titles that's coming over to the Xbox platform, right? Me personally, I want them to be really hand in hand, arm in arm. That's the same way I feel with Square. But, some of those things may be unrealistic, especially with the FTC still having this case going on right now with Xbox, and they're still waiting for this to get past, I think it was the Ninth Circuit or the appeals court. Once that's done, then Xbox can release all those games inside Game Pass and move forward with their true vision, their true strategy. A lot of us are impatient with what their true strategy and what their true vision is. But we will get past that impatientness. We will push past it. We will be better. At the end of the day, it's inevitable that Microsoft will continue expansion and continue growth. And in doing so, they will continue to dominate large portions of the marketplace. And there will be redundancies and there will be layoffs and there will be stuff like that. Such is the nature of business. But at the end of the day, we will not stop We will not give up. We will continue to fight. This is exactly where we wanted Xbox to be. We wanted them to be the brand to go to. We wanted them to be the brand that we trust. We wanted Xbox, as y'all can see, that's an Xbox. We wanted Xbox to continue to dominate and push the industry forward like they've always done. But we want the world to sit there and watch. We want the world to take notice because we're sick and tired of repping something in the shadows, believing or thinking that we're not better than the dudes that are in front of us. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know exactly how we're going to do it over here. We're going to run it up on these bumps. But this is one of those videos where, trust me, y'all don't know the technical difficulties that I am going through at this moment and the stuff that I have to work out. But I will continue to do so. I will continue to push forward. Why? Because my mama ain't raised no... Yeah, exactly. No kitty cat. This dude is all dog, 100% wolf. And I will continue to fight. But hopefully I can get the stuff ironed out. As you can see, is the other mic here. But there's other issues in the background that I'm working on trying to fix. Because why? Y'all need the best of us. And we will continue to push the quality forward. But this is the part in the video that I will ask you to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Flintlock because I've been waiting for Flintlock for a minute. That and Towerborn. I can't wait for Towerborn. Towerborn is still coming out in 2024, so don't you run around and be afraid about that. But Flintlock in the next couple of weeks, it's coming. And my birthday's next week. So what? What greater present than Flintlock inside Game Pass? And this is the part where I would say, try to play the Game Pass.